Hi, I'm John. This is my show, A Sports Reckoning. And this is the beautiful snowflake, the sports card dad. Okay, he's such a precious little flower in our community. Alright, Dustin, I'm going to try and convey a message to you, and I hope you listen. I hope you get it, because in the context of what I'm going to show you right here is it's everything about what I say when I'm talking about with you, my problems with you, okay? So I'm going to let some other people tell you, because you got a problem with me for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so this is the Mike baseball collector guy, and he's talking to Mike Junkwax Hero. Okay, so I don't have to tell you who these guys are. I'm sure you know who they are, right? So now they're going to talk about you. Okay, so what I want you to pay attention to is that they totally identify you as a reporter. Okay, that you're not an influencer. Okay, you're not an influencer. They don't give you that credit, but what the credit they do give you is being a reporter. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about this later. We'll talk about what I want to talk about. Just listen to this though.
Sports card dad, Dustin.
I think Dustin's a positive.
Influencer, yes or no?
I don't think he's an influencer.
Okay.
I think he aggregates the news and talks about it. But do you see him as an influencer?
No. No, I think he's just a reporter.
Yeah.
Right? I mean...
He takes the news and
gives his take on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, actually, I really don't need any more than that. I could play a little bit more, but it's one of these things that's like, when you're using the fair use law, there's that thing about using other people's material, and like, people could turn into real bitches and shit for that stuff, right? So I try to use as little as people's material as possible, and I use it under the context of the right, for creating conversations and giving your opinions and stuff. I totally use it the right way and stuff, right? And then I don't monetize any of my stuff, so there's no issues with any of that stuff, right? But so I would play a little bit more, but I don't actually, like I said, all I wanted to hear is that they're telling you that Dustin is not an influencer, and what he is a reporter, right? Okay, so there he is. Okay, so Dustin. Now here's the thing. The reason you're not an influencer is because the news that you report on has already been reported on by everybody. You're just regurgitating the same fucking news that everybody's already heard. And you sit there with your pretty little face and you try and put your little interesting spin. You play the same stupid fucking videos over and over and over again. The same stupid clips and shit, right? It's like, you need to start watching some movies so you can have some new inspiration of movie clips of where to draw from and shit. Actually, the one little thing that I like that you're doing now is I like that you're using that Jeff thing, the entrepreneur. I don't even know how to say it now. You fucked me all up. You fucked it all up. I don't even know how to say the word anymore because you fucked it all up. I used to entrepreneur. And so now I don't remember. It's like, which way did I say it? The right way or the wrong way? But I like how you're throwing that in there, like how the sports car radio does. You dip. And so I like how you're throwing in the Jeff Wilson, the entrepreneur or whatever. It's funny when you do it. And I heard why you say it and stuff, right? So I liked it how you're adding that into here. That was kind of a little clever thing. You identified it as kind of funny. Now you're inserting it into your thing, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Okay, so I'll give you a little credit for that one. That was okay. Kind of something you did on your own. Okay, but so here's the thing about what it says. And so this is who Dustin actually is. Dustin is in here to kiss ass and get advertisement deals. Okay? Dustin is not in the sports card community to give any quality information to the sports card community. It's not what he's doing. He can't do it because he doesn't have the knowledge. And he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the sports card community. What he cares about is getting endorsement deals. It's the whole thing about why he's here, right? And so that's why I just be like, well, you're a fraud then. You're not an actual real member of the sports card community. I don't even consider you a member of the sports card community because there's just nothing real about you. If you were in here just talking about your cards that you bought and that's all you were doing, then I'd be like, yeah, okay, he is a member of the community. He's in the hobby and stuff, right? But you're in here, like I said, regurgitating the same news that everybody else has already reported upon and stuff, right? So, and even if you are the first one to report upon it, you're still reporting on a story that has been reported, as some other outlet reported upon it. I mean, you're not doing anything, right? And so my position is that Michael Jackson, being the love child of Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson, is the only serious, real news story that's coming out that it's a totally original. It's in this community. I'm here in the community and stuff. It's like, now you can't get me on your show and stuff because I'm just not capable of doing that, right? And to even just a phone call you, it's so incredibly difficult for me to actually set a time and do something like that. It's really fucking difficult. So I just don't even try, right? So you can't get me on your show and stuff, but what you can do is talk about my story. And that's like, how nice is it for me? It's like just a thing like that I would allow you to participate in the discovery and the breaking of my story and stuff, that I allow you to participate in it. And you don't understand the importance of that. That's when I was like, oh, you're a total fraud because you're not here for the people in any fucking way. You're here for yourself to get endorsement deals and shit, right? And you're hoping that you become this kind of person. You hope that leads you to be getting on TV. I mean, that's obviously what you're doing because that's the only end game for you, because there's really nothing else for you. But that's what you're hoping. If you could become some kind of face, then maybe somehow you can get lucky and get some kind of deal, some kind of contract with something like that. I mean, because really there's nothing that you bring to the table, right? So the thing is that why won't you talk about my story? Okay, so like what Mike and Mike were just saying there, that the one thing that they acknowledge you is that you are not an influence. And like I said, the reason that you will not get the respect as being an influencer is because you don't break any news. You don't break any new news stories. Okay, like the Mike and Mike guy over there, imagine if you exposed the Michael Jackson story to them. This is what I say, is that I know that you don't care about the community because I guarantee you that those guys are interested in hearing that story. Right? But those guys are weak, stupid little bitches. I doubt that they ever come around my page because all people are fucking weak morons and shit, right? And my page is not like geared towards entertaining weak fucking morons and shit, right? I'm not interested in that. I'm not trying to be friends with motherfuckers. My story's the real deal, and either you fucking acknowledge it and deal with it, or fuck you. Because I don't give a fuck. You're all fucking losers to me and shit, right? The fact that I allow you to have any participation in a world fucking news story like this, the fact that you would have an opportunity to be part of the development of it and then the exposing of it, the fact that I allow you to participate and you refuse, it just shows me you are so fucking fake. You're a total fraud. And that's why you can't ever be a fucking influencer. Because you can't break any stories. You don't know what it is. Your whole purpose here is to be listening. You have to have an open ear in the community. And you have to listen for stories that are actually really cool, but are not getting a lot of airplay and shit, right? It's your job then to be able to spot that fucking story and then come on to here and highlight the story and give that information out to the community. That's your actual job, okay? But you're in dereliction of duty because you refuse to talk about my story. And that's all the proof I need to know that you're a total fraud fucking loser. You're totally fake, and you're not here for the community. You're here for yourself, right? So I'm going to call you what you are. I will identify you as what you are from your interactions of what I see you doing. And you're a fraud, Dustin. You're a fraud. Now, probably what makes you a fraud is you probably never fucking smoked weed. Now, like when I look at you and I hear your stories and stuff, I wonder, it's like, have you ever even taken a hit of weed? Have you ever gotten stoned? Like, ever, right? Have you ever? Like, and I would actually say more like me, I'd be like, well, you gotta take magic mushrooms and LSD. You really gotta get advanced and go out and shit, right? Get out there and shit, right? But, I mean, it's like baby steps, right? Could you imagine giving fucking Dustin some LSD? Boy, that would be some funny fucking shit, right? Right, so most likely you probably haven't experienced that. So, Dustin, I want to highly recommend to you, you need to go take a puff of marijuana. Now, I don't know if it's legal in the state that you're in, but I know you did say that you have a son that plays high school baseball. So, if you can't go get weed yourself, just ask your son. He's probably got some weed in his room right now. And it's funny because you might think I'm joking, but I'm not. It's like 50-50 shot. Like, seriously. It's a 50-50 shot that your son's got weed in his room right fucking now. Oh, shit, right? So, Dustin, this is what you need to do. You need to get in a place, in a nice, safe place, okay? Positive vibes, everybody. Positive vibes. So you need to get in a place and you need to take one fucking hit of marijuana. All right? You need to do that. You need to take a hit of marijuana really fucking bad, dude. It'll get the dork out of you, right? Get the dork out. Somebody help us get the dork out of this motherfucker and let's turn him into a real human being. And what can do that is one puff of marijuana. And like, see the lips you got right there? You're in the perfect position, right? It looks like you're ready to fucking take a hit of weed right now and shit, right? So look at you and you got virgin lungs, right? That's what I'm saying. One hit. You could have the fucking nastiest shake, the dirtiest weed. One hit will still get you wasted and shit. But the one thing about like the dirty weed is the taste of it, right? Is the good weed taste really good now, especially now. They got all the berries and shit. They got all this flavored weed. This stuff really tastes really good and shit, right? But yeah, you just need a weed that looks like a bud. It's the flower, so we call it flower, right? You need 1 gram. Like if you went to the store, you don't even need a gram. That's like a whole big pile of weed for you. 1 gram, 1 gram for you is like a pound for me. Right? So, but yeah, but I would say just get 1 gram because that's almost like the smallest amount you can buy and shit, right? So. All you need is one hit. One hit. That's it. One fucking puff. And so when you take a puff of weed, I know you said you did smoke cigarettes before. So it'd be similar, right? You want to inhale, and then you feel the smoke where it starts to burn like your throat, and then you stop. So you inhale till you feel that smoke start to burn, then you stop, and then you go. And you breathe it in. And you hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then you go, and you breathe it out and shit, right? You're probably going to be going, you won't go, you'll be going, and then you'll probably puke all over the place. You're like, I knew I should have listened to John, that motherfucker. He's the devil. He's the devil. But no, so, like, seriously, dude, I'm not joking around. You really, 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 if you haven't ever taken a hit of marijuana, right, you need to take a hit of marijuana in your life. You need to do that. And you just take 1 hit of marijuana and then just relax. Go put on, I dare you to watch some Stranger Things. No, I've never watched Stranger Things, but I've seen a little clips of how it looks and shit. It's some pretty freaky shit. That's some real fucking satanic fucking crazy shit, right? But so, I would just say, yeah, just take a hit of weed and just put on some fucking music that you like that's pretty mellow. And just chill. Just chill for an hour. That first hour, because you'll be high as fuck. You'll be high. One rip, you hold it, you will be fucking baked. You will be ripped, dude. Don't take more than 1 hit. 1 hit, that's it. That's what they call it, the one hitter quitter. That shit's strong. 1 hit will get you you'll be stoned for fucking 3-4 hours, dude. Off of 1 fucking hit. Because of those virgin lungs and shit. Oh, you'll be high. But at first it'll hit you hard. It will get you fucked up. So make sure you're not driving and you're not in a place where you're going to be paranoid. You're not in a place where you're worried about, you just be in a place where you're chill and shit, right? Relax. I mean, your wife seems cool. She's probably smoked some weed. Ask her. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the people that got that joke, that was a good one and shit, right? Okay, so like I said, Dustin, my story's been reported upon. You can very easily just click on your computer and punch in, is Diana Ross Michael Jackson's mother? And punch the Mirror, okay? Because that's the paper in the UK, the Daily Mirror. The Daily Mirror did a real fucking article, a real article on my story and stuff, right? But they didn't talk to me, so they don't got the exact details. But I just want you to see that my story has been actually reported upon. It's been actually in the Daily Mirror. It's a real thing. And it's because that Daily Mirror story that's why my story is actually a legitimate rumor that's out there. And because of that, the people, The Guardian, which I think is in the UK also, right? Because I didn't know that, but when I looked it up, it looks like it's in the UK, and I think that's the connection. Because then The Guardian asked Smokey Robinson, have you heard about the rumor that's going around saying that you and Diana Ross are Michael Jackson's real parents? Okay, so they asked him, this has happened now. My story's real. Actual real reporters have reported upon my story. Actual real reporters have directly now asked Smokey Robinson about my story. Okay, so those people, they don't even know me. They don't even understand like me and the work I've actually done. So, you know, and I understand that's my fault and stuff, but that's just the way it has to be right now and stuff. I have to do what I can and shit. And I can only do so fucking much, right? So it's your obligation, Dustin. My story's been reported upon. How come you can report upon every other thing that's in the paper? Any article that comes out, you report upon it. My story's been in the paper. My story directly involves the enormous collectibles market that revolves around Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, and Smokey Robinson. They have an enormous amount of collectibles, and they also have cards. So for you not to not talk about that and understand the importance of it in this community, this is why I keep saying, you are a fucking fraud, dude. You're fake, right? That's all there is to it. There is no option for you to talk about. So that's the thing. So if you want to, so you can also go look in the Guardian. If you want to look in the Guardian, and it'll be like Smokey Robinson, the rumor, something like that. Smokey Robinson and. The Guardian article was Smokey Robinson talking about the new release of his album Gasms. And that's the article of what you want to look for. And in that article, you'll see where it says, have you heard about the rumor? But that's in there, right? So that's the stuff. If you want to find that, you can go look it up. There it is. So you have your access to that information. And then if you want some of my videos, if you haven't seen, like the video now, the newest one I made is the one where I saw that there's a rumor about Jimmy Butler being the son of Michael Jordan, right? So I went and I just watched one video to see like what kind of evidence they had. I didn't see any evidence, absolutely nothing. So I pointed that out, and then I countered it and I showed my evidence, okay? So go look at the difference to the story that's in the community. People are talking about this Jimmy Butler, Michael Jordan thing, right? There's a bunch of videos about that. You can go watch a whole bunch of videos about that. But watch one of the videos about that and then go watch my video. And look at the difference of what the quality of the evidence and the investigation of what's been done with my story compared to that. Their story is junk, trash, garbage, and it's just a matter of time before you talk about it because that's all you do. You talk about this worthless shit, worthless knowledge. It's just a matter of time before you start talking about some piece of shit story like that, but you don't have the balls to man up and be a real fucking reporter. That's your fucking job, to report upon the news, and that's what can lift you up to being an influencer. If you're not capable of reporting upon these quality news stories and giving this information to the community, then you can't ever be an influencer. Just like what Mike and Mike were saying, you are not an influencer. You're just a cheap fucking form of some kind of reporter. And because you're not a reporter, they say they called you a reporter, but you're not even a reporter. Because you don't report. You do trash. Everything you do has already been reported upon. What are those people called? You're just like fucking, you're like cheap fucking hair salon talk and shit, right? You're like cheap barbershop talk. Cheap, worthless, fucking mindless barbershop talk. Stupid, right? So Go ahead. Keep being the stupid fucking idiot loser you are. And you put your stupid smile and don't talk about anything. Yeah, and you'll keep getting your stupid endorsement deals. Is that what you really want? You just want to be the fucking stupid little dumb bimbo fucking sticking your tits in people's face and just having people being like, oh, well, she's so pretty and she's so nice. That's the person you want to be? The dumb, ditzy, blonde bimbo fucking reporter not telling any fucking news stories? All we just want to do is look at her tits and ass? Is that the human being that you actually want to be? You're a man and you're accepting that as who you want to be? That's what you do? Be a fucking man. Go smoke some fucking weed. Deal with my fucking story and report upon it as what you're supposed to do in this fucking community. Or else. You fucking loser.